Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to talk about chronic stress tonight. Really important topic, really important that this is something you keep top of mind right now if you've been struggling with some issues. And this can impact women a lot differently than it does men. So as a women's health expert, what I'm going to talk about is how this impacts the female body. So if you're one of those people going, why aren't you talking about the way it impacts the male body? Because I just don't. It's not what my books are on. It's not what I do. So if you're looking for that, there are lots of other people that do that. There you go. But when we look at chronic stress and we're looking at how your system is impacted, it's really important to understand that this is going to affect you in a different way maybe now than it has before. Right? So I've listed off some things here and I'm going to talk about how to navigate some of these things as well, but also realize that, even if you've had stress before in your life, what's going on now, it should be showing up differently for you. How you're reacting now can be totally different for you. Yeah. It's so great, right? Oh my God, it's so great. This is my new mug. It's from the company Globe Inn. Really cute, right? And it's huge and it's like this fun shape and I love it. I'm drinking cacao, in case you're wondering. Cacao with mushrooms in it because it's delicious and it's relaxing. It's time to be relaxed, right? As I talk about chronic stress, I need to be not stressed talking about this. Anyway, on with the chronic stress and how to know if this is you. Now, oh, you love this cup, Katie, right? Isn't it super cute? It's like, and it's also huge. It's like my favorite thing. When I first got it, I was like, what is this, a little vase? Oh, it's a mug? Yes, please. And if I slosh it around, it doesn't splash out as much because it's like smaller at the top. Okay. So good. So fatigue. We talk about fatigue with chronic stress. This is going to be very different. So realize chronic stress is stress that's been going on in your life for weeks at a time. We're all there, right? All of us, we're experiencing this wonderful thing called chronic stress. It's so great. So we're all there. Yeah. So fatigue. This is going to be showing up differently for you, and it can be different for you than it was before. So keep that in mind. Meaning, oh my gosh, I am exhausted in the morning. I'm having a hard time getting out of bed. Yep. I all of a sudden find myself totally wiped out in the afternoon. Like I take naps now. I never took naps, or I feel like I really want to take a nap, or I get super irritable because I'm so dang tired. And then I want to eat all the carbs and I want to eat all the stuff because I'm so tired. Yeah, it's the fatigue. Your system's completely worn out. Now, for this is happening because that stress has a huge impact on your brain, how it functions, what it needs to work, all of that stuff. So keep in mind, you need good fuel, you need good food, you need to make sure you do not starve yourself. One of the worst things you could do, especially as a female, is to cut out calories, cut out nutrients, not fuel your body with the vitamins and essential minerals it needs. If you start starving your system at this point, it's going to put on weight even faster as a defense mechanism. So these are things that I go through with women in the 12-week challenge. If you guys are not on the wait list, here, get on the wait list right now. We do not start until July officially, but registration opens in June. And I filled up last time. I'm probably going to fill up this time because I really dedicate my time to working with each gal in this group. But this is a huge piece here to focus on. If you are feeling more fatigued and you're thinking, gosh, I'm resting more than I used to, that's weird. It's the stress and your body's not handling it well. So do all the things that you can do to build up a defense and combat that. It makes a world of difference. Getting enough protein, huge. And making sure your system is resting and recovering as well as it can. And I'll talk about that during this disrupted sleep piece too. Weight gain. Now this isn't just, I gained a couple of pounds because I guess I've been baking more now. No, this is, I feel like I gained 10 pounds in almost a week and now I can't take it off. I've been trying really hard. Nothing's budging. What the heck? I just feel weird and gross and in my own body. What? Yeah. With this increase in stress, your body's defense mechanism is going to be to take anything that you eat, even if it's celery, and store it in fat cells. It'll even take, proteins that you eat, convert it to sugars, and store it in fat cells. It'll break down your muscle tissue before it'll break down fat tissue, right? That's what this is leading to. And it's super hard to just turn this mechanism off. You have to really fuel the body and get your stress under control to turn this mechanism off. So for those of you that feel like, oh my gosh, yes, I work out, I do all these good things, I'm eating clean, and it's not working for me. What the heck? If you're not managing your stress and really having it come down, then that's the biggest thing there. And oftentimes right now, actually what I'm coming across right now is more often than not, women are actually over-exercising or exercising too much and increasing their cortisol. And you might think, well, no, exercise is supposed to decrease your cortisol. Sure, I mean, it does all these healthy things for you. It releases endorphins, it makes you feel good, all the wonderful things, yes. Like woohoo, good heart health, all the wonderful healthy things from exercise. But it increases your cortisol. And if you're not being careful about the time frame of exercise and nutritionally supporting your body before, during, and after that exercise, which I can teach you how to do, your body will just continue to gain weight and will not let you use it, even if you're doing the best, high intensity interval training ever, blah, 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 great. But it can still be from chronic stress that you're gaining weight. Good news, right? Yay! Ridiculous. Who made this list? Come on. I did. Okay, hormone imbalance. Hormone imbalance. Oh my gosh. Having worse PMS symptoms, feeling like you're having more cravings, more bloating, more cramps, more discomfort, not recovering well, all these things. And then having a worse cycle, right? Having your period be late, even skipping a period. So common right now. Again, we're all under chronic stress. The female body, when it's under this type of chronic stress, it will either hold off on ovulation or skip ovulation. Yeah, it can do that. Your body's so smart. Your body is so smart. It will plan these things, right? It knows what's happening. It's like, I'm not gonna, do anything stupid, right? I'm gonna take care of me first. Yep. So that's what it'll do. So that's why your hormones can go completely wonky when you're under this chronic stress. Gut issues. Oh my God. Okay. Simply put, stress, and I'm going to do a whole podcast on this because it's so important to dive into. And my podcast is called The Female Health Solution, but I really want to dedicate an entire podcast to this. But stress actually decreases some of the good bacteria in your gut, which means that some of the bad bacteria can have overgrowth. It decreases motility. It decreases the amount of acids, the right acids and enzymes and things in your gut. So it causes a ton of different issues, right? For some people, they get stressed and they get heartburn. Some people, they get stressed and they get bloated. Some people, they get stressed and they get constipated. Other people, they get diarrhea. It can be different person to person. So keep in mind that just because what your body's reacting with is not the same as somebody else, it doesn't mean that your body's not having that kind of stress or gut impact. But having these gut issues, then it affects how well your body's uploading nutrients. So again, I don't care if you're eating like the best diet ever. I'm eating so clean, I'm eating all organic, and I'm, blah, 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 I'm doing all that stuff. Super. But if your gut health sucks, you're not gonna upload it. You're not actually gonna get it in your system. And stress ruins your gut microbiome. I know, I'm just full of good news tonight, you guys, see? So I'm drinking my cacao, just keeping myself calm because this makes me fired up. Okay, disrupted sleep. Yes. So while you're sleeping, and a lot of people track their sleep, and they'll track things. I got this many hours, I got this much REM sleep, all that stuff. Great. I use a Fitbit or I use this or that. Super duper, right? I use my Polar watch, and this actually tracks my. Oh, it's telling me my heart rate so far. Okay, thank you. It actually tracks my nervous system reset, which is a completely different thing at night. So not only am I tracking how many hours did I sleep, what type of sleep it was, all that stuff, because that's one thing, right? That's one thing about what your what your sleep is doing. But if your brain doesn't actually get to reset, if your nervous system doesn't get to reset, then you'll wake up the next morning thinking, gosh, my Fitbit says that I slept really, really well. I got 8 hours and I got a ton of REM sleep, but I'm exhausted. What? Yeah, your nervous system didn't reset. Yeah. So how does this happen, or why does this happen? Chronic stress. Again, your body is in this alerted state and it won't allow it to fully come down and let your nervous system repair at night. Some of the things that I notice that affect my sleep like this are if I eat too late at night, like, if I'm out late, which doesn't happen right now, right? Or for some reason, right, I eat something too late at night, it actually affects my sleep. I can get 8 hours of great sleep, but my nervous system won't reset because my gut is too active at night to allow my nervous system to reset. So then I get disrupted sleep. So this can affect how well your sleep is actually happening. Again, even if you think you're getting 8 hours, but it also can make it tougher to get to sleep. You can wake up more frequently in the middle of the night, interrupting your sleep, right? And then it leaves you feeling completely exhausted, fatigued in the morning. So for those of you that wake up in the morning and feel like, whew, I am not awake. Oh my God. Oh, it's going to take me an hour before I feel like I'm not a zombie. Yeah, you're having some sleep issues. So keep that in mind. Last thing here I want to talk about, because this is also an important thing. I debated about putting this on here because it can kind of be people so often think that this is a separate issue. And this is something we're trained on. And again, I'm going to be doing other videos and other podcasts on, because it is really important for women to realize. Again, the way the female body reacts to stress is very different than the male body. So when you're looking at or complaining about, right, or thinking, oh, these are my lists of issues. Oh yeah, I have some plantar fasciitis, but that's not, whatever. That's not connected. Oh, you know what? It has flared up recently. Yeah, it has, because that stress in your body causes more inflammation, and any other area that's kind of been, on the fritz, boom, it's going to be super inflamed. Headaches, joint pain, feeling swollen, right? Oh my gosh. It affects all of these things. It really, really does. So keep in mind that if you've had, oh yeah, I get this, neck pain or something, it's, I must have arthritis or whatever it is, and you've been having more stress and you're like, oh my God, my neck has been worse. Yes. Yeah. So this increase in stress causes an increase in inflammation all over your body, and it can sometimes it feels like it creates new problems. And again, a lot of us think, oh, what's wrong with my feet? What's wrong with my neck? And you're thinking that it's a separate thing from the rest of your body. And it's not. Everything is connected. And yes, there are certain things you can do to help alleviate the neck pain and alleviate some of these other pains. Absolutely. But if you're not also dealing with the inflammation and dealing with the stress, you're not going to notice the best result possible for you. So just some things to keep in mind. And same thing with headaches. Getting stress headaches, right? Stress headaches, all the things. Jessica, yes, feels so swollen every morning and plantar fasciitis, constant. Yeah. And again, a lot of us think, oh yeah, and maybe you thought, oh yeah, inflammation, blah, blah, blah. But with the chronic stress right now, for a lot of people, and you're thinking, oh, I have, I have chronic stress, or I have, oh my gosh, fibromyalgia, right? Oh, total flare right now. So again, really important that you're addressing the stress, really important that you're addressing how your system is feeling and all these other things, right? You can't work on one without working on the other and get the right results. So again, you're not crazy, right? My whole purpose of saying this and talking about this one is that for women, it's not talked about enough. For women, it's not talked about how much, our bodies can be in physical pain from stress, right? And I saw this in my practice a ton. So it's absolutely a thing. Even if, your significant other, your male partner is like, well, I'm under stress too, but I don't have that. Yeah, because you're a dude. Right? Nancy's asking, can not eating too much affect your sleep? Like if you're awake because your stomach is growling? Yep, you weren't hungry before, but late at night you're hungry. Ooh, Nancy. This is an amazing question. Yes. So talking about this that disrupted sleep, and talking about your nervous system reset, which again, I only know because I track it on my Polar watch. So if you have questions on that, message me. More than happy to chat about it. I love this watch. I use it. My middle, who has had some, anxiety issues, things like that, I have one for her too, because I track her sleep, her recovery, and her heart rate throughout the day, because sometimes she can't tell me or verbalize what's going on with her. Game changer, and how I can help her and support her through this stressful time. Yeah. But for me, and this is something for my body and system, right? Getting all these biometrics helps me figure out how my system reacts. So for me, I know if I eat too late, that's a thing, right? And absolutely though too, on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you're not fueling your body enough and you're going to bed too hungry, and with this extra stress, our brains are gonna want more carb, want more sugar. So you're gonna burn through things quicker. So if you're not getting enough protein and healthy fat throughout the day, you're gonna burn through it, and at night, your system can't come down, calm down, rest, relax, and actually get into a peaceful sleep mode. So absolutely. Yeah, you can have negative sleep or terrible sleep because you're not eating enough either. Sleep is so finicky. It's gotta be, it's like the three bears, Goldilocks and the three bears. It has to be just right. Sleep is so finicky. Yes. Yeah, so this was a lot. And again, drinking my, nice relaxing cacao. So that I stay relaxed. But this is a lot, right? This is a lot of what's going on right now. This is a lot of things that we're all going through. And for those of you that have been, on a health path, been working on, how your system is responding, keep going. And realize that you might have to give your body a little bit of grace, or it might take a little bit longer for your system to respond in the way that you think it should respond. And that's just because it's fighting an extra battle right now, right? It's pushing an extra big boulder uphill with all the stress that is going on everywhere. I can't tell you how many women, again, in the past week, that have said to me, I've had a regular cycle. My cycle has been spot on for the past 6 months. And now I'm like 5 days late. What the hell? I'm like, yeah. There you go. So, yeah. So great. Oh my gosh. All right. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. Again, I put the link in the comments for the next 12-week challenge, the wait list for that. Again, I open up registration to those that are on the wait list. So don't hesitate to get on the wait list. If you have any questions on it, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you want more information, I do have some in my book, The Female Fat Solution. This is on Amazon, so you can check that out there. And then, of course, my YouTube channel is Dr. Beth Westie. Subscribe so you stay updated on all the videos that I have coming out. And it's a great place to look at all the videos that I've done that are archived there as well. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Thanks for tuning in. Again, share this if you found this message helpful. If you learned something, share this with women that need this message. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a great night.